What's up, guys? How you doing today? You rocking out with the one and only Philly Dom. Gonna put on the shades today, man. Let's party. We got a lot to talk about. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today, man? Beautiful day out here in New York City. Didn't go get a chance to go out yet, but I'll probably go out in a little bit. My son will walk around a little bit, see what's going on out here in the neighborhood. Right now, we just laying low in the apartment, maxing and relaxing. Man, this migrant crisis, this migrant crisis, this migrant crisis. I like to correct the mistake also. The other day when I was talking, I said thousands instead of millions. So let me say it. It's like 2 videos ago. It doesn't make no difference, but because everybody knows what I'm talking about. They're spending like 400 a day for migrants, migrant families, which is the 380, but I rounded off to 400. They're spending 9.8, which I round off to 10 million a day for all the migrants put together, all their for their house, for their housing, for their food, clothes, bikes, medical care, other special needs, whatever they're getting. And then they're spending like 300 million a month. For sure, New York will definitely go bankrupt off of this. They cannot keep this pace up. People are still coming to New York City. The last word I heard, I think around like 4,000. I think it's 4,000. Somebody check it with me. About XX said hello. What's up, XX? How you doing? I think about four. I want to say 4,000. About 4,000 a week or a month. Somebody gonna have to check it. I think it's a month because at one time it was like 10,000 migrants coming a month. So I think it's around like 4,000 migrants coming a month right now. SGW said hello from Northern. Was it NYS? Okay. Thank you for talking the truth, man. I'm just trying, man. I'm out there day in and day out. I'm making it my mission to go to the different migrant shelters, hotel shelters, or office buildings or tents, whatever they convert it into. But a lot of migrants here in Queens, New York, where I'm at, are staying in nice hotels, all over. I'm in the Queensbridge neighborhood. I'm in Astoria, but right there is Queensbridge. It's all right there. And then Astoria housing projects is like right in my area, right where I'm at. But if I walk down the street, maybe like 7, 8 blocks, I end up right there. But yes, I do these deli vlogs. I'm probably one of the few YouTubers walking around, and I'm documenting. You know what I mean? I'm trying to talk to people. I'm trying to go into the facilities and try to understand what's going on. They don't really greet me with open arms. Usually with the migrant facilities, they don't want you to. I don't know. They don't want you to come in and record. I don't know why, because most of these places are hotels. But I respect the rules. I go in with the camera. If they tell me cut it off, I cut it off. But I do talk to them. I was out last night, yesterday, just to give you guys a different feel, to be out at night and to show you something different. So I was out last night and I went to a couple facilities at night just to give you, like I said before, to give you feel something different. But try to talk to the people that work there, and they don't. They try to brush me off. They don't really want to let me know what's going on too much. And I ask them. My main answer when I go in there is this a migrant shelter or a regular shelter? But I already know that some of the shelters, some of the hotels, and some of the other shelters, they're mixing migrants with the locals. I know that for a fact. I was told this by somebody at one of the desks. They didn't want to be on camera. You can go through my videos, and the person said it. They wasn't on camera, but they said that. Lucy said they will keep coming as long as they're getting all this money. Yeah, word passed fast. Oh yeah, also they're getting money. They say families are getting 2,000 a month, 2,200 a month to survive. The real deal said always. Yes, indeed, man. Thank you so much, man. The real deal said get them likes up, people. Yes, get them likes up, man. Share my videos. and get my videos out there. But last night, it was kind of awkward. I checked a couple places and really couldn't get too much feedback from the hotels. They really don't. I don't know why they don't. I don't know. Everything is like top secret with them. Like they don't really want to let you know what's going on. Jennifer Victors, what's going on with you? Hello, Philly. Yeah, they don't really let you know what's going on, man. So it's kind of weird, Even trying to interview some of the migrants and stuff, sometimes it's kind of hard to like try to interview them. I mean, I probably need to start talking to the people, the local people more. But I have talked to them before. But I think I'm gonna start doing some videos, really, really, going after the people that live in the neighborhood and ask them how they feel about the migrant situation in their neighborhood. But here in Queens, New York, they've took a hit. This is where most of the migrants at. You might as well say my neighborhood is probably the most populated migrant neighborhood in all of New York. XX said, how do you really feel about the situation in the U.S. and are you ready to leave? XX, I'm always a traveler, so I'm always going to keep traveling. Right now, I'm taking care of situation with my son. Everybody knows I'm always on the road traveling. But now, I'm grounded right now in New York. But, it'll be a time again when I can go on the road. And like I said, how I feel about the situation, this is how I feel, to be honest with you, 100%. A lot of people don't like when you talk about these different subjects because they want everybody to be on the same page. I have family that immigrated to the United States. Obviously, they did it the legal way. But I'm not upset with the migrants. They're only going to take what's given to them. If somebody says, talk to me for an hour one-on-one and I'll give you $10,000 every time you talk to me, what you going to do? You're going to talk to me for an hour to get that $10,000. So the migrants staying at the nice hotel, I'm sure when they cross, the migrants that's coming now know because it's been documented on the news now, so they know what's going on in New York City, in Chicago, and other places, especially all the love they're getting here in New York City. So it's not the migrants' fault. So I can't blame the migrant. Like I said, once again, I repeat this over and over on all my videos. The migrants, they came here to get a better life. Period. Point blank, period. They came here to get a better life, to help family and friends back home because they couldn't get a good job at home, or it was just too much. They couldn't get a good job at home, or some kind of political persecution, whatever their reason for coming. They're just trying to get a better life. I think we have to be more strategic and dealing with the influx of migrants. We can't just keep letting everybody come into the U.S. just because now there's certain cities like Chicago, New York, San Diego, California, uh, cities all over, in Alabama and Louisiana. It's affecting people everywhere. So we just have to be more strategic with that. That's what I would say 100%. But yeah, as I went on my stroll last night, it was pretty cool. Um, just like I said before, just trying to ask them questions and talk to the people. The people that work at the facilities, they don't really want to answer your questions too much. And then with this last video I put out, it was an extra part to it that I was trying to put out with the video, but something happened with the SIM card. You know how that goes. So that left some issues. But if you're watching, man, make sure you get a video like. Shout out to my boy Status Boom X, man. Shout out to you, my brother. I see you all the time. Thank you for everything. Beautiful Jim said, peace, Philly and the family checking in from Boston, Massachusetts. Beautiful Jim, how you doing? I see you've been on another live before that. You're on this one. What can you say about what's going on in Massachusetts? Because I think Massachusetts, I don't think I know, Sanctuary or Sanctuary City. Am I saying it right, guys? So, that's causing some problems in certain cities. It's happening here as well, man. Damn, yeah, migrants are going everywhere. They're sending them to Boston. They're sending them everywhere. Status Boom says, shout out to D1, D3, and Miss El Salvador Hollywood. Yes, indeed. Shout out to all three of them, man. Please share my videos, man. Please support the channel. at one time, what could I say? At one time, how can I say this? How can I say this? Just be direct. Just be direct. I always try to think my stuff out when you're on YouTube. You try to think out what you're gonna say. Okay, what I want to say is like New York City typically receives tens of thousands of new arrivals each year. So it's migrants. People always been migrating to New York City. People have always been migrating to New York City. They, like I said before, they get tens of thousands. I say tens and thousands, but they get tens of thousands of people migrating each year. But since the spring of 2022, the numbers have been risen, especially rising. They've been rising very quickly. So it looks like more than probably 117,000 plus migrants and asylum seekers make their way to the United States, mainly from like Latin countries and the Caribbean, because that makes sense. The Caribbean is right next to the U.S. Latin America, that's all, the Caribbean, Central America, and South America. But right now, it's kind of out of hand. It's getting out of hand because people want to know. They're always asking, what is it saying? Why are they scaling? Why is it the scaling of the migrant crisis in New York? Why is everybody wants to know why the migrant crisis in New York keeps scaling? One, in my opinion, this is a big major city, world city. Everybody knows about New York. If you're in Paris, you talk about New York. If you're in Japan, they know about New York. Everybody knows about New York City. New York City is on that level, like one of them famous cities, not even population-wise, but one of them famous cities. Like when they say, I've been to New York, I've been to Paris, I've been to Tokyo, places like that. Is well known. Rio is well known. You don't have to say Rio, Brazil. You just say Rio, and everybody know when you say Rio, you talk about Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So New York is on that level. And then two, that we're in the United States of America, and they always promote this country that you can make money, you can have a good life here. So a lot of people are flocking and want to come to the United States, and they want to come to places like New York because they feel like they can achieve their American dream there. Once again, guys, we got 70 people watching. Make sure you guys hit the like button and share the video, man. Make sure you share this information everywhere you go. Put it on your Twitter, put it on your Facebook, share it with your WhatsApp group, share it everywhere. Pookie and Ray Ray show said, keep giving these illegals free room and board. There is no need for them to stop pouring into our country. These people have a sense of entitlement, while U.S. citizens suffer homeless and eviction. I mean, that's true, but like I said, you got to take that up with the U.S. government. They the ones that make these rules and regulations, not me, not you, not the regular guy, Pookie and Ray Ray. So we have to take that up. That's what I tell people. Migrant City, NY said, sanctuary cities, right to shelter are the reasons. So Migrant City, if they saying that the sanctuary cities are right to shelter, they need to change that policy. Go back into the books and try to change that policy. Migrant City NYC said it's so expensive to live. Yeah, just to live in New York as a regular person. It's so expensive to live in New York City, but everything is free for them. So they're here. Remove the sanctuary. I'm saying it right. Sanctuary city status and right to shelter, and it's game over in New York City. But Migrant City, I don't think they can remove that right now, because then that would be looking like discriminating or something like that. But I do understand and I understand they are getting a lot of rights, and they're getting a free ride that American citizens, homeless people that work, have social securities, that work years and years on their job and been in the country. So it's a really tricky situation. But this is something that's done at the top. This is the government officials, man. They know what's going on. I don't know why they don't close the border and keep letting people come in. XX said, off topic, but Philly, do you help up and coming YouTubers? Yes, I do. Yeah, XX. Yeah, man. I help anybody, man. I'm not one of them guys because I got 100 something thousand subscribers or I got over 50 million views or something like that. And think I'm special or better than somebody. I'm no movie star. I'm a regular person. You can see me at the local grocery store, the local bar, the local restaurant, the local hospital, the local any place, the cleaners, anywhere, man. Grocery store. You can approach me, you can talk to me. I'm not Hollywood at all. Migrant City, NY. I like that. He said Chicago has the same status. Yeah, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I don't think we have that we're sanctuary city. Migrant City, NYC said low income people are the ones who are going to feel this the worst. Yes, they are, man. And it's sad because the migrant shelters that are in my neighborhood are all strategically right by the projects, right by the projects. A lot of them are right by the projects, like literally a block away, literally around the corner from the projects. The Queens big projects, you can fact check me on it. You can check my videos, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to see this, and all these hotels, man, are full. Some of them like are full. They're all at full capacity. Like you see it. You see it if you just look in the windows because you can't go inside. But if you look in the windows, you see every room is taking, man. But yeah, we have to change our laws down the road to be more strict with it because they want to blame Adams for this. That's the mayor. They want to blame the mayor. I mean the governor of New York, but it's bigger than them. This is bigger than them. Marriott said you are the biggest informant. He said informant and keeping us updated. Many people are not being informed or just pretending this is not happening. Thank you. I try to keep it real with you, Marriott. I called you Marriott. Marriott. I try to, keep you guys informed and let you guys know what's going on because this is something. This is not going. This situation has been a problem in New York over 6 months now, and a lot of YouTubers and the news they talk about what they can, but they don't have the free reign like we do. Like I try to go into the migrant shelters. I try to talk to them. I've interviewed people. I went with people that spoke Spanish that took me around and we talked to them. So I try to find everything that's going on. Pookie and Ray Ray, man, show. Come on, man. You got to chill out, man. You can't just be saying crazy comments, man. It's 291. 291. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, 291. Shout out to you, 291. Jason said agenda 20/30. Yeah, I believe that it's something for a bigger cause because the people at the top in our country, they know this is causing a problem. They know it might be some kind of hidden agenda there because it's really taking a toll on places like New York. Like I said, New York will be in debt. New York City will be in debt. They'll end up having to pay like $12 billion back if this continues to 2026. And right now, it doesn't look like it's no stopping no time soon. Guys, make sure you give a video like. Make sure you share my videos. Support the channel any way you can. Karina Lee, shout out to Karina Lee. She said, blessings, Philly. I used to live in Astoria years ago, back in the early 90s. Now I'm living in Connecticut. Hamden, I guess Camden instead of Camden. Hamden, staying safe and being blessed. I like watching your lives. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just try to give, basic information. I break it down. I don't try to be all fancy with it and use all these big words and all this different stuff. I just try to make it simple that people just need to. We're in the time of social media. Make sure you share these videos. Make sure you get a video, like put it on your Facebook, put it on your Twitter, put it on your Instagram. Like I said, put my videos everywhere just to get the awareness out about it. Migrant City, NY. I love saying that. That's why I keep saying it. Great work, Dom. Many people have no idea how bad it is. It's bad. I mean, literally, if you're in Queens right now, you're in the story of Queens, and you want to get a hotel for the weekend, it could be hard for you to find a hotel and like the Astoria, Queens area. I'm not even joking, man, because they all converted into migrant shelters or regular shelters. Some of them has been regular shelters, but like I said, they are housing some migrants, and they are housing some migrants and local shelter people in the same place, and that's something like the news doesn't really talk about. I saw one of the a video the other day on the news. You know, I'll be checking. They call me the NYC migrant stalker. I was that's funny. They have a I was watching the news, and it was one of the hotels in Corona, Queens, and they're going to use that hotel and put migrants in there, and they're kicking the homeless out or relocating them. And I know they're mixing them because last night when I went out and I'm trying to ask people basic questions, is this a homeless shelter or is this a migrant shelter? They don't want to ask. They don't want to answer the question directly. They don't want to answer the questions directly at all. They be trying to sidestep me with them questions. I'm like, is it a migrant shelter or for locals? And they like, the shelter. But what kind of shelter? They don't want to let you know. So it's a lot going on. Karina Lee said, I never forgive. I live on 21st Street. I never forget I lived on 21st Street and 23rd Ave, right around the corner from Astoria. Paul, back then, it was a lot of Greeks and Irish people. Cool vibes, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I'm glad I can bring back some memories for you. It's definitely changing, man. Karina Lee, I definitely changing. That area is definitely changing. Beautiful Jim said the hotels are private business, so you know they're getting paid. Yeah, you know, even what I heard, man. This is what I heard. You know, I hear a lot of stuff to the grapevine. Beautiful Jim. I hear a lot of stuff to the grapevine that I can't put on camera because people don't want me to put it on camera. But the hotels are getting a pretty penny for this, so they can't complain. This is guaranteed, confirmed money for them. These hotels, and it's like all their rooms. It's not like one or two rooms. This is like all their rooms. So the hotels are definitely coming up, man. This is definitely anybody in the tourist business in New York City making money. As far as if you got hotels and stuff. Jay Chris said they don't even know who they're letting into the country. It's very dangerous. Jay Chris, that's why I said they got to come up with better laws. You're 100% right. You don't know who you're letting in. I mean, granted, you know, some dangerous people got into the country. Probably not many, but some. It's just a fact that, or something that you have to believe. Dahl said, why? Hold on, let me skip now. We got a super chat for from X Malcolm. Shout out to Malcolm X Malcolm. For every million allowed, okay, he said for every million allowed in, there's a 4 million born in poverty. Wow. They can't vote, but black politicians have chosen them over black people. Poverty for all. Let me read that again. Thank you for the super chat of $4.99. You guys are welcome to give me super chats, cash apps, man. Support your boy, the one and only phillydom. Let me read what X Malcolm said again. For every for every million migrant allowed in, there are 4 million born into poverty. 4 million born into poverty. They can't vote, but black politicians have chosen them over black people. Wow, this is deep. Hold on for a second, guys. Let me put something up here. If you want me to answer your question fast, just super chat me or cash at me. Support the YouTube channel. Via Cash App. Hold on. YouTube, support the YouTube channel via Cash App. Yeah, that's my. Hold on for a second. Okay, I'll put it up there. Let me read some of your comments. But come on, man, support your boy. I've been doing these videos regular every day, going out there, talking with the people, investigating, trying to understand what's going on. trying to understand how they got the scooters. We talked to some guy in one of the videos, and he said he got the scooter himself. Like nobody gave it to him. He was saying that the U.S. government only helps families. I think they give them a place to stay. That's it, but they don't help them as far as giving them a whole bunch of money and stuff. This was a migrant that told me that. When people said don't believe the migrants, they'll lie to you. Kurt said some people saw this coming. Some people saw this coming. Oh man, what happened? What happened? Hold on for a second. Oh, come on. Basically said some people saw this coming a long time ago. Yes, it's been nothing but a problem, man. It's hurting the city, man. The city, like, oh, Kurt, okay. Kurt, you deleted your message, man. That's what happened. But yeah, a lot of people didn't see it coming. Migrant City NY said Laura Lightfoot. And then Migrant City said Eric Adams, but he's a governor, he's the mayor, so he has to take the blame for this because when you're in that type of position, you have to take the blame for it. But I do agree with him on something that he did say in one of the videos I looked at, news videos. He was saying for people to come up with something tangible that can help them alleviate this problem instead of being negative. Because it's easy to poke holes in somebody's situation. It's real easy to do that. Real easy to poke holes in somebody's situation, but to help them, you know what I mean? I think New Yorkers to help New Yorkers, man. And the mayor was right about that. He said something along the lines. Hold on for a second. This is my cash app and put it up there, man. Chrissy W said, J. Chris, how do they treat you? Let's talk about that then, how the migrants treat you. I've been around them. They've all been respectful. They've been cool people. But, I've been watching the news and they had some fights between migrants and locals, which is going to happen, The tensions are high and somebody needs to take their anger out. Either the migrant or the local needs to take their anger out and stuff happens. But overall, the migrants I've been around have been all good people. Been solid people. Been really, really, really good people. Really good people, man. It's 291 said, we'll talk behind the scenes. Okay. 291, we definitely talk behind the scenes, man. Thank you for coming to check me the other day, man, in New York. I appreciate that. 12 said New York has voted for this, period. I hear you, man. Well, I mean, they got a chance. We got another election they can change, what they want to do. But the scary thing is right now that a lot of blue is going to go red just off this issue. Because this is touching a lot of people. This is touching taxpayer money. Because you figure to cover these expenses, New York is going to have to raise up taxes in New York City and New York State to pay for all this money they're going to lose for having the migrants here. Because they, like the mayor said, if they keep this up, by 2026, they'll have a $12 billion debt. Come on, they spending $3 million a month. And that's just the hard number. It could be a little bit more, it could be a little less. But they spending like $3 million a month to house these migrants, to feed them, to clothe them, medical expenses, transportation, food, anything they need to survive. Chris W said, J. Chris, I'm sorry for that. Racism in the Latin community is something. Hold on. What do you say? Chrissy W said, J. Chris, I'm sorry for that. Racism in the Latin community is something my people don't want to talk about, but it definitely exists 100%, man. I hear you, Christy W. The J. Chris said, do you think that Trump was right in some ways? I mean, no president is always wrong on everything. He wasn't wrong on everything. He's not right on everything. So, yeah, he was right about some stuff. You don't make it to that level and be wrong about everything. No, Trump is a smart dude. I mean, for him to accumulate wealth and to hold on to it, I know he had his up and downs with money, but he figured it out. But now, he's wealthy, wealthy, wealthy. Shout out to my boy Tiamat Santiago. What's going on with you? Chubby Chatter. Chubby Chatter. Let me stop here. What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you, champ? B Ball said, where are oh yeah, reparations? It appears to me the money is there. Just saying. B Ball, what Michael Jackson say? They don't care about us. They don't care about us. Because they would have did it. They had plenty of time to do it. Marriage said, you speak to us about the scooters. Do you know anything about these free cell phones? Do they get free mobile data too? Look, obviously they do, because I mean, when I go by the migrant shelters, I see the little kids with tablets playing on there. I see their family. Everybody got a cell phone, so somebody's got something for free. Yeah, I'm sure the government has set up something free for them, because they need to contact people back home and stuff. You know, these people been on the road for months and stuff like that. They might have was not able to communicate with their family members like that. So yeah, they probably are getting free cell phones and tablets and stuff, because I see it. I see all of them with it. So I know they're getting it, just like I see the scooters. I see them with the scooters. I see them with cell phones. So yeah, they getting help. They definitely getting abundance of help. Biz Marti said he should have sent the National Guard to the southern border. Yeah, that would have helped out a lot too. But they have them in the migrant shelters. You'll see them in there. And most of the shelters I go to that have migrants in there, you'll see the U.S. military in there. Pico and Rave said, man, somebody else got to leave a comment. I don't know why that heart is always there, man. It throws everything off. I'm gonna see what you said in a minute, but yeah, they need them. They need to put them on that border to help them out, man. Because they were saying in San Diego in the last couple of weeks, through the San Jacinto border, which is the San Diego border between Tijuana and San Jacinto, California, which is the San Diego border, because some people ain't gonna know it. They don't know what San Jacinto is, but that's the border. That's the border town right there between Tijuana. It's on one side, San Jacinto is on the other side. But they said, make a long story short, over 13,000 came across the border in the last couple of weeks, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. And you know, Border Patrol is there, man. They got a tough job, especially that Tijuana border. You know, I lived down there, I had a house down there for years and years and years and years in the Tijuana area. So I know that area well. Tijuana, Sandy, I know that area like the back of my head. And on a regular day, like I said, I keep telling people this, on a regular day, that border can get between like 500,000 to 1,000,000 plus crossing that border. So you imagine that's the regular legal people crossing. So you imagine with the influx of all the migrants there, it's a lot of pressure on that border, man. There's a lot of pressure on that border. You know, they got to check it for drugs, got to check it for smuggling, they got to check it for other different types of crimes. They got a lot to do on that San Jacinto border. So it's yeah, this is affecting the whole United States. You know, I focus on this channel because I'm in New York City, but this, man, we ain't forget about you guys down in San Diego. We ain't forget about you guys up there in Chicago. This is affecting the whole country. Texas, everybody, man. Something has to be done. So if they raise our taxes in the next couple months or next year or 2014, nobody can get mad, because this is the type of stuff that's going to raise our taxes right here. This was going on right here. That's going to be the stuff that raise our taxes. If you want me to read your comment, I'm just scrolling too much as I can, but if you want me to read your comment, super chat me, cash at me, let me know you did it, and then I'll put you to the front of the line, because there's a lot of people to read. Colleen says, so what do these people do all day? Have free phones and income? They don't pay taxes? We do. No, they don't pay taxes. They just sitting and maxing, relaxing, sitting on their scooters, talking to their little friends back home. Probably tell them, like, there was a lick up here in the States, man. Come up here. What I mean by a lick, it's like, you know, something they can get into, some money they can make. And they probably on their way, making their way to New York City as well. Homeless said, what did they do when that New York snow? What were they doing when that New York snow come? They're gonna have to figure it out, man. they're gonna have to survive, man. They're gonna just have to deal with it. Because this is a brutal, man. New York gets some brutal winters. They just got lucky last year. I was out of the country during the winter time, but my family told me it was a light winter. But if it was a light winter, then this could be a cold winter. A said they busy cashing in bitcoins. I hear you. Amy said lots of laugh. Better was it better by snow tire? Oh, better by snow tires. A said they will be in homes by the time the winter comes. Yeah, well, hopefully. I mean, it's late October already, man. October is like they're done, man. October is done. January. I mean, I said January. Jerry said, King Philly Dom, how are you? What's up? All is well. All is good, man. Also, I always got to say this, man. If anybody don't know who I am, my name is Philly Dom. I'm a YouTuber out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I travel to different countries. I do vlogs on like food, raw streets, show you the real streets, the real hotels, the hostels, the malls. I just show you everything, the beaches, but it's like in a real way. That's how I do these videos for the migrant situation. That's how I do it. Shout out to my boy 215. So I try to keep it raw and real, not edited that much, but to let you guys see what's going on. All is well, 215. 215, put my Amazon link. Also, I have books, guys. I have merch, Philly Dom hats, shirts, t-shirt, I got everything. And also, this is one of my books right here, Philly Dom's Life and Truth. Man, go on Amazon, get a copy of this. It'll tell you how I stopped working in the Alaska seafood industry and went and became a full-time travel YouTuber. And now I'm here in New York City with my son, maxing and relaxing. Michael said, thanks for your videos, letting people know what's really going on. I'll keep doing them, Mike. I'll keep doing them. 215 said, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Colleen said, in Philly, it's okay to pitch a tent on that city streets, especially, or like I guess on Kensington. Yeah. Oh, man. XX said, why don't the U.S. people go protest letting your voice be heard instead of complaining? That's what I say. If you don't like what the system is, there's a couple things you could do, man. You could complain and try to fix it. You could also you could also check and see if it's another place better for you to live, because a lot of people just complain, but stuff won't get changed until people actually take action. Like I'm doing videos like this and spreading these videos out so people can know what's going on as far as the migrant crisis, so they can know that these people getting $400. I mean, the U.S. government is paying $400 a month just to house them and feed them and stuff like that. And then if you combine all the migrants together, not just one, I just gave you the total of just one, or a family, it's like 10 million a day, 10 million a day. And then for the month is around 300,000. So it's a lot going on, man. 300 million, not million. Everything is 300 million. 12 said it's ways to complain about migrants. Yes, indeed. And this is an avenue that we can use, a platform like mine. I'm going there. You see, I'm talking to them. Go back, check my videos, man. I went there, talked with them, just trying to find out what their situation is. But it's a crazy situation. Stefan Jones said, Stefan Jones in the building. Next to the channel, people need to watch who they vote for the migrant is not in my city, because where I live, it's a lot of homeless people. Where you from, Stefan Jones? Where you from? Let me know. Let me know where you from. Jerry said, Colleen, I doubt a few years ago, cities made, okay, wow. A lot to read there. Okay, laws preventing citizens from sleeping in the streets and other places. I gotta get it. And sleeping on the streets. Colleen said, what the heck? 3 million can help our poor people at home. Dang, yeah, they it's 300 million in New York City. That's New York City. We ain't talking about other cities. New York City alone for the month, and the expenses that they spend for the migrants is 3 million a month. 3 million a month. Give or take, it fluctuates up and down, but 300, not 3 million, 300 million. I said 3 million. I don't even 300 million. 300 million. I gotta watch when I talk. Sometimes I forget and I say 3,000 instead of 300,000. No, 3 million. 300 million. 300 million a month to take care of migrant in New York City. I mean, to take care of all the migrants in New York City, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, share the video, get a video like, man. It's a lot going on with this migrant situation. And the number just keeps growing and growing. And you got homeless people here, and you got vets. People always forget about the military vets that died. And I mean, not military vets that are alive that fought for this country, gave 10 years in the military, 20 years in the military, 30 years in the military, 4 years in the military. Don't even get this type of treatment, man. They couldn't stay in no nice hotel. And some of the hotels these people staying at, I don't even want to tell you because you guys would get mad. You guys would get mad. But some people are staying in some of the migrants are staying in some nice hotels. And like I said, I'm not mad at the migrant. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It is not their fault at all. Trying to give me an apple right here by the fridge. It's not their fault at all, man. If somebody is willing to help you with everything, if somebody's willing to help you with everything, you got to take a chance with it. But I think since we're doing so much, more people are going to come down because now they're going to believe, like, I got to eat an apple, guys. Like, I have to. Juicy apple. But this is definitely showing a bad example. So more people will want to come. So I challenge you today. Talk to your congressman. Talk to your government people, man, because this is a crazy, crazy situation. Lewis said, I had a friend staying 1 block from QBP. They demolished the whole block for them. Hotel 6 years ago. They were vacant until now. Wow. Hey, apple, man. Yeah, this migrant situation is out of hand. This migrant situation is out of hand. And then, there's other stuff going on in New York, too. Crime is going up. Cost of living is through the roof. I don't know how people live in New York. I don't know how they do it. Excuse me, guys. I had to eat the apple. But at the end of the day, a lot of migrants are definitely going to leave New York. And once they got to start, surviving on their own, they're going to find out what these prices are in New York City, and they gone. Because there's other places a lot cheaper in the U.S., a lot cheaper. Jerry said, I never seen Queensbridge that different. Phillydom, you could barely walk because they're acting like it's their space, man. Yeah, it was people everywhere, man, when I was walking, man. And it was a little late. It wasn't that late at night. It was like 8:30, 7:30, 8:30. There was people everywhere. Point said this past summer was the last summer for the old New York. Yeah, man, this is definitely a different New York, man. Everybody in New York from the channel and people I talk to, they say, yeah, this is a different New York. This is not the same New York that they used to. They say New York has changed. Definitely a different New York, man. The scooters are everywhere. People don't even have plates on the scooters. I mean, New York, man, the mayor said it himself. He said, this migrant crisis will destroy New York, man. And right now it's headed in that direction. It's definitely headed in that direction, man. It's definitely headed in that direction, man. Fast Eddie, man, I like that name. Fast Eddie said, older migrants are set to start receiving Social Security benefits, despite the fact that they never paid a single cent into the system. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And then Amy said, "We New Yorkers need to come together for a huge protest." Yeah, they need to air out their grievances to the this apple good. They need to air out their grievances to the government officials here because there's a lot going on. And the migrants are from like 100, they told me 160 different cities. I mean, cities, not cities, countries. 160 different countries coming from the Asian world, coming from Africa, but majority are coming from Central and South America and the Caribbean. Even the Haitians are allowed to come in. But what I'm going to clear up for the Haitian migrants that were allowed to come to the U.S., they had to have paperwork from a relative, a friend, or a family member, somebody that would have accountability for them. So the Haitians can only come if I have a cousin back in Haiti and I have to sign for him to come to the States. That's how he would come. So they would know, like, he's staying at my house. I'm feeding him, I'm clothing him and stuff like that. So even with this situation, even the Haitians still had a hard way to go because now somebody from somebody's family has to be responsible for somebody else when everybody else just came to the border and they just let them in. So I wanted to put that out there. Bakes, okay. Bakes said, Philly, you hear Chicago paid housekeepers 200K, security guards 300K, and the nurses 900K salaries from one company. Wow. The money is flowing and the corruption is happening like crazy in Chicago. You hear this? Let me say this again for you guys. Bake Don Be Gone. Bake Don Be Gone said, Philly, you hear Chicago paid housekeepers 200K a year, security guards 300K a year, and the nurses 900K a year. The money's flowing and the corruption is happening crazy. Wow. And then Amy said, listen to me. Not everyone is doggies. I guess not everyone's your friend. Chad C says, same with the Cubans now. Nathaniel said, facts. Jerry said, Haitians have been in Tijuana since the earthquake and waited for an opportunity. Venezuelans overran the border. Yeah, Haitians have sat there in Tijuana forever, man. I got interviews there, man. Phillydom, Tijuana, Mexico. The Haitians had to sit there in Tijuana forever before they were able to cross. Mike Hughes said, I left Fort Greene 5 years ago for Mississippi. Still missing it though, man. Cool, Mike Hughes, man. Shout out to you, Mike Hughes. The Pookie and Ray Ray said it's political incorrect to Pookie and Ray Ray said it's politically incorrect to call a bum and a cartel member. I don't even know what you're saying, Pookie and Ray Ray, man. But yeah, man, the Haitians had to go through a lot. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, cartel member. Okay, I hear you, man. I hear you, Pookie. Then Mike Hughes said, you lucky. You probably can't afford any apartment in Fort Greene now. He said, wow, BK is just expensive as NYC. Yes, BK is just expensive as Manhattan. Paul Little said, who said monitoring the legal, monitoring the illegal immigrant situation, phillydom. Y'all want to say illegal situation, man. Illegal immigrants. Yeah, I'm monitoring that. If you want me to say that, let me use you as put you in there, man. Paul Little, I made you a moderator. And Amy said Haitians are all over Orange County, New Jersey. Haitians, my Haitian people get in where they can fit in, man. They everywhere. But yeah, it was a harder road for them to come here. DJ Halton in the building. Shout out to my boy DJ Halton in the building. Out of Queens, New York. Way of Columbia. What's good, champ? All is well, man. I mean, I get your messages, man. I just been a little busy, but I get your messages. Amy said Orange County, New York. Yes, indeed. Chad C says since they get a court date, they're considered. Yeah, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yes. Okay. All right. Go in there. I'll come right there. I'll come right now. Okay. I'll come right now. Okay. We're back. I just didn't want to put my son on camera. So I put down the laptop for a second. He needs help with something. Give me a half a second. Let me see what he needs help with real quick. Yeah. This one. No, I'm working right now, so I gotta go back. Yeah. No time. This is no time. Okay. All right. Let's keep the migrant situation going. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. You know, you got kids, you know how that goes. Everybody know. Chad C said, I think a lot of them already are. They just don't cover it. Okay. What do you mean by that? Chad C, explain yourself again. Then DJ Halton said, yeah, there's a lot of bikes and scooters in East Harlem as well. So they got migrants in East Harlem as well, man, too. I got to go up there to Harlem and check it out, man. Yeah, guys, I've been investigating, going around, checking the different migrant locations to see what's going on and try to understand what the situation, what's going on. And man, just recently, going around in Manhattan and in Queens right here. I believe this neighborhood where I'm at, in the Queensbridge neighborhood of Queens, or Long Island, Queens, whatever you want to call it. Man, I mean, you can literally walk from block to block. Well, let me say street, because some people might not know what blocks are. You can walk from street to street and it's a bunch of migrant facilities like everywhere. Like when I tell you guys, they everywhere. They everywhere. I can walk one street, and within the next street is another hotel, migrant shelter. I can work the next street is another one there. I mean, it's literally like 20, 20 to 15. One day I tried to count them. I think I counted 10 or 11, but they're all in my little location right here. They're all in my little location right here. But like the best thing we can do about this, you got to go to your congressmen, your senators. You got to talk to them. You got to send them these videos. You got to let them know what's going on. And the news, the news can do certain stuff, but they can't, they can't keep it 100% like I'm doing. They have to always, report with like a certain type of twist to it. Okay. Isaac P said Long Island City. Yes, indeed, man. Long Island City. I said Long Island, Queens. I'm a Philadelphian. Sorry about that. Long Island City, Queens. Jerry said, Chad, you're right. A lot of them do, but Latinos don't put it on camera. If you live in a Latin, they try to censor what you record, even in the malls. Okay. Paul Little said, phillydom, your live proved that. Thank you, Paul Little. Yeah, only one matters. Haitians and Africans, Haitians and Africans are welcome here in Atlanta. Yes, indeed. Ton of Haitians and African here in Atlanta, man. And then a Better Coin said, would you go investigate the Chicago migrants? Yeah, eventually I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna work on it, man. Maybe jump a flight one day, fly to Chicago real quick and come right back to New York. I'll figure it out. Everybody telling me to do that, so I look like I gotta do it. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm down to go to San Diego because I got some business to take care of down in San Diego area anyway. I'm down to go to San Diego for a weekend and explore down there in San Diego and see what's going on with the migrant crisis situation in San Diego, and check out that border as well, man. I might as well go all out with this. So I think I'm gonna go all out with this. And I know all these areas good. I know Chicago. I've been there a couple times back in the day, the early 2000s. I used to go up there all the time. I worked for Walgreens, the drugstore chain. I used to be up there all the time. Our corporate office is there in Deerfield back in the day. It's still there. But I used to be up in the Chicago area. And then I lived in the San Diego area for years and years and years. So I know these areas really well, man. I know these areas really well. Amy said, phillydom, come up to Orange County, New Jersey, and I'll take you to the Haitians. Please do. I would appreciate that, my people, 100%. 718 said, happy to see you on live again. Thank you, 718. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then 718 said, about to share this in all my groups and stuff. Please, man. That's the only way we can get the message out here. Because, in the U.S., man, everybody, we get caught up with our 9 to 5, with our kids, with our family and everything. And situations like this slip through the crack. I mean, it's hard for this situation to slip through the crack, but believe it or not, one thing about people in the States, they get comfortable and they get back into their routine. While New York City is taking a hit, while San Diego, California is taking a hit, while Chicago is taking a hit, while El Paso, Texas is taking a hit, and all the other cities down there are taking a hit. Boston is taking a hit. And Connecticut is taking a hit. And all these different places throughout the United States are dealing with this migrant crisis situation. So it needs to be exposed. That's the only way something's going to change. If people keep seeing it, if the congressmen and the government officials, if they keep saying this, somebody is going to do something right to try to change this or alter this, so this can't keep happening. Once again, guys, make sure you give the video a like. Support your boy, the one and only phillydom. I got my Cash App up there at the top. Also, share my videos, man. I do a lot of walk and talk videos, and I'm boots on the ground. I'm actually going to the different migrant shelters and trying to talk with them and see what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm really trying to understand this situation, from both sides. But like I said, I can't blame the migrants. They only going to take what the U.S. gives them. So if they want to keep putting them in nice hotels, they want to give them scooters, they want to give them 3 meals a day, they want to give them cell phones, they want to give them iPads, laptops, They want to drive them around the city in a Mercedes Benz, whatever they want to do for them. They're not going to turn that down. Chad C said, I saw San Diego just got another big load of buses in a few days ago. That's crazy. Yeah, man. I think I saw that same video, man. It's crazy, man. Paul Little says San Francisco must be taking a lot of illegal immigrants as well. Are they their sanctuary city too as well? And then Dawg say, yeah, the government and the states make it comfortable for them to live here. Yeah, so they're making it comfortable for them. When this is all said and done, you know, like the Bible says, this shall pass too. When it's all said and done and they gotta work like a regular citizen here, they're gonna find out how hard the states is. They're gonna find out. I'm not saying they're gonna, get sidetracked or anything like that, but they will find out how tough and rough it is to live in the states. They're gonna learn. Make sure you guys hit the like button, man. Share the videos. Get the videos like this. Is your boy, the one and only phillydom. I'm a travel blogger out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, aka Philly. They call me phillydom because my real name is Dominique. But everywhere I go, I used to always talk about Philly. So I was living out in LA and years back, and I used to always compare everything to Philadelphia. So my boy Jock Wilkins was like, yo, we're gonna name you phillydom. And that's been my name ever since. And then when I started doing YouTube a couple years ago, I opened this channel in 2018, late 2018. They were like, what's the name of your channel? I call myself phillydom, and I've been using it ever since. Sarah says, salute, Dom. What's your take and stance on the crisis? My stance on the crisis is that on the U.S. side, we need to go back into the books and figure it out, because we can't keep letting something like this happen, because now you got cities like New York City that's going to be in tremendous debt. $12 billion of debt, the mayor said, if this continues till 2026. We have to go back and figure ways that this can't happen again, but it's an interesting situation that they see what's going on, but every day more and more migrants are coming in. Instead of like closing the borders and trying to figure it out, they just letting them come in. And then it's a political play with the Democrats and the Republicans are playing against each other. Like, it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But I think we have to protest about this, or we have to put pressure on our government, the US government, in some type of way, so they can understand that this can't keep happening, especially places like New York and Chicago that's really taking a hit right now. Just put pressure on them, in a good way. Put pressure on them, let them know that how is it possible that US military vets or US vets and homeless people get less priority than a migrant, and some people call them illegal migrants. Illegal migrants get more precedence. What is it? Presidents? What's the word? Precedence over citizens of the United States. Jones said the government needs to put money in the different cities to fix them up so they don't look so bad. Yep, but they don't do that. Big dogs, Big Daddy. Peace, Philly. What's going on with you, Big Daddy? Then homie said, I agree with you, Dom. And then Marlene Cuts, my friend. Yes, there's always a hidden agenda. Yeah, so it has to be, like Cuts said, it has to be some kind of hidden agenda, because I'm not believing the people at the top are dumb or stupid or naive. They understand what's going on, but they might know some stuff that we don't know down here at the bottom, because it's a lot. They letting a lot of people in the country, man. They letting a lot of people in the country. 718 said, question, why are you all the other countries? Okay. 718 said, questions. Why are all the other countries letting them cross their borders to come all the way up to Mexico, and then Mexico don't even stop them, and then they finally get to the United States because they probably asked them, "Where are you trying to go?" They not trying to sit in like Panama. They not trying to sit in Costa Rica. They not trying to sit in Nicaragua. They not trying to sit in El Salvador. They're trying to stick in what is it Honduras. They not trying to stick in Belize. They're not trying to stick in Guatemala. They're not trying to go to stay in Mexico. Because I told you, everybody promotes the United States as one of the best countries in the world, which it is, one of the best countries in the world. So what comes with that title as one of the best countries in the world, it's a lot of opportunities here. So people want opportunity. So they go with an opportunity that everybody's been told since they've been kids in their country, go to America if you want a better life. If you would put France, what's another good country? England, Australia, Japan in front of them, and the United States, and you said tomorrow you can go to one of these countries, most people will pick the United States because you hear a lot about the United States, and we influence the world with our music. Now not with our food, with our music, with our culture, the lifestyles that we live, different things. People are attracted to the United States of America. So, Jerry, to answer your question, people. No, is it Jerry to answer this question? Hold on for a second. It's just so much going through, man. Hold on. What the heck? I forgot who asked me the question. I'm trying to find them. Well, to answer the question, that the U.S. is famous, and everybody wants a part of the United States. They want to come here. They feel like their best possible way for them to get wealthy or get rich or get comfortable is to be in the United States of America. The United States produces the most millionaires and people. You can be broke here. You can one as a kid, you can grow up living in the projects, and then 20 years from now, you could be a multi-millionaire. Look at people like Jay-Z, man. He grew up in housing, public housing in New York City, Brooklyn, Marcy Projects. That's where he's from. That's where he grew up his former years, his young years. He grew up there. Look at him, billionaire. So America has this allure that you can, be successful. You can go to college, get a degree, become a doctor, become a lawyer, become an accountant. You can open your own business. You can be a hustler and work hard and open your own business. We're talking about legit business. A cleaning shop. I mean, a laundromat. Get a couple franchises, McDonald's franchises, and different things like that. So the allure of the success attracts a lot of people to the United States. So that's why they want to come here. They don't want to sit in Mexico. No disrespect to Mexico. They don't want to sit in Central American countries. They want to come to the U.S. The Africans, when the Africans come, they want to come to the U.S. Europe and them other places are second options. Anybody tell you if they never been on a plane and they said one place you can go and you want to go right now and you can stay there to live, what country would you pick? The U.S. would be high on a lot of people's list. And like I said before, I spent a lot of time in the San Diego, Tijuana area. And I interviewed Haitians. You can try it. I interviewed Haitians. They sat at the border, like somebody said in the live. They sat at the border forever and ever. Mexico gave them jobs. Mexico gave them food. Mexico did so much for the Haitian people in Mexico. When they got there, they were able to work. They were able to get jobs. They did everything to make them feel comfortable and want them to be a part of the Mexican society in Tijuana or wherever else they were at on the other border towns or whatever across Texas and all that. The Haitians wasn't trying to hit none of that. Their goal was to get to the U.S. That's their only goal, was to make it to the U.S. They didn't care about nothing else but making it to the U.S. So the U.S. is a big place that a lot of people want to come to, and they want to be a part of this country and they want to live here. Not everybody, but a lot of people. So that's why. Just people don't want to go nowhere else. Canada is like a second or third option. Like they want to come to the U.S. Everybody wants to be a part of the United States of America, man. Good country. You know what I mean? We have our problems, we have our faults too, but people know If they made it here, they feel like they have an opportunity in life. You make it to the US, you feel like you have an opportunity in life that some other countries you can bust your tail, do whatever you got to do, and no matter what, you'll still be poor, you'll still be struggling. But the US, if you can figure it out here in the United States of America, you can make it. So that's what attracts a lot of the migrants or the illegal migrants, whatever you want to. That's their thinking, man. If I can make it to the States, my problems are over, or I can fix my problems because now I'll be making more money. But they'll find out soon enough that living here is expensive, and then people back home are dependent on them to send money back home. So they got a lot on their plate. Make sure you guys hit the like button, and share the video. Hit the like button, guys. If you ain't hit the like button now. Share my videos. Also support the channel. Support the one and only phillydom, man. I'm here for you guys. I'm gonna keep putting these videos out. We're gonna keep talking about this migrant situation. Thank you for the like. Somebody else hit the like button. Going once, going twice. Hit the like button. Let me read some more of these comments. Chad C said many Americans don't have the drive that a lot of foreigners do, though. And that's true. And people get mad at me. People get mad at me when I say that. Foreigners will come here and bust their tail. They'll work very hard. They'll take 2, 3 jobs, even though most New Yorkers here work 2 or 3 jobs. And then Chad C said that's why some businesses in the bad neighborhoods are owned by foreigners. Yeah, but they willing to bust their tail, work long hours. They'll keep their store open 24 hours. They'll do whatever they have to do to survive. Sometimes we as Americans, and I don't even blame Americans, because once you grew up here and you live here for a while, even if you migrated from somewhere and you've been living here 20 years, you know how much it takes to survive. So a migrant might just take whatever job that's given to him, whatever price they tell him, $10 an hour. He's cool with it. No decent American is going to go for $10 an hour because they know they're not going to be able to survive on that type of money here in New York City. But as the migrant stays here for a couple years, he'll start realizing that he needs to get paid top dollar for him to survive in places like New York City. So that's another thing. Like, migrants, they won't complain. They first come here. I don't know what's the minimum wage in New York City. $15, $20 an hour. What's the minimum wage? $12 an hour. What is it? A migrant might work that easier than a local, because a local, like, I got an apartment, I got kids, I got other bills to pay. It's a lot on. It's a lot going on. Jay Chris said they got grants and get sponsors. Who you talking about? They got the grants and get sponsored. Once again, guys, make sure you hit the like button. 718 said I wouldn't concern myself, but these politicians have not addressed a single issue that the black people put in front of them since 1960. I mean, it's hard for the black man in the country. You know what I mean? You don't have a platform, so they want me to go straight black, 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 the 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 black man, the black man, the black man, the black man. They want me to go everything black man. They want me to go Umar Johnson on them. Me being a traveler, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. This is for the black people that's watching. Everybody watching, but this is going to strike a chord with the black people that's watching. This is going to strike a chord with the black people that's watching. This is my opinion on it. I grew up in the States. I've seen racism. I've seen struggle. I've seen everything. I've seen the good side of the States. People, black people being poor and coming wealth. I've seen everything. We've been complaining about a lot. And yes, people are like, oh, the black man built this country because we were slaves. We built up the country. We were forced to do the jobs that nobody else would do. But at this point in my life, some people might get mad what I'm about to say, but at this point in my life, if you feel like you're not wanted somewhere, go somewhere else. The world is bigger than just the United States. It's so many other countries and so many other opportunities. When you leave the country and you travel and you see other places, your mind start, circling around and you start realizing ideas and opportunities. And it's hard for people to swallow that. Because all my life we've been like, oh, none of our problems get addressed. None of this gets addressed. None of that gets addressed. If you feel like you ain't getting a fair shake here, it's other countries and other places to go to. And if you don't want to go somewhere else, we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing, keep grinding, but it's still other opportunities. It's still other opportunities outside the country. Remember, the blacks were sent here by force. Like, we didn't want to come to the U.S. That we were sent here through slave ships. So not everybody, but most of us. So it's a touchy subject. You know what I mean? It's touchy subject when I say this, but I try to keep it 100% with you guys, true as possible. This has been going on my whole life. I'm a grown man in my 40s. The whole time, black man ain't getting a fair chance. The black man, go to another country. You can go back to Africa. You can go to Europe. You can go Australia. You can go to the Caribbean. There's other places besides the United States if you think you're going to get a fair shake. People talking about reparation and all this stuff. The black people, I hear them. I'm black. I hear you. I overstand, man. I overstand. Trust me, I don't understand. I overstand. How many times you got to get smacked in the face to see what's going on in your country? They have migrants come here. Granted, some of the migrants are black, because they like all Hispanic or all white migrants or all Asian migrants. Some of them are black. They are black. They are black from African countries, the Caribbean, and different places. They are black people. Take a chance on another country. Go somewhere else. See something different. See, the one thing about life with people, change is hard. But yeah, but the other day I had some guys on here. The migrant situation in New York is not just a black man's problem. It's anybody that pays taxes here. But racism has been so soaked into the fabric of the United States that my people, my black people, every time there's something going on, it has to be, everything is racist with us. If you don't like what's going on in the U.S., instead of complaining about it, leave the country, go somewhere else. It's other places to go to. If we didn't get a fair shake yet, somebody just said from 1960, we didn't get a fair shake yet. Why do you think it's 2024? We almost in 2024. Somebody said since the 1960s, we ain't get a fair shake then. How are we gonna get a fair shake now? They do stuff over and over to smack us in our face. You just see it. The migrant situation. So people just gotta wake up, man. That's my take on it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that you, as black people, we have to lead the country and stuff like that. But if you feel that adamant about it and you feel like you ain't getting a fair shake, then go somewhere else. I'm a travel vlogger. I met plenty of black brothers, plenty of black sisters from the United States of America, from England, from Canada, from other countries. They just picked up their family and they moved themselves to Brazil or Ghana, Africa, or Kenya, Africa, or somewhere else. And the grass ain't always green on the other side. Just because you go to one of these other countries, don't think everything is just going to be roses and stuff like that. So I felt, I don't know why I had to say that, but I felt I had to address it, man, because every issue, because people were telling me like, oh, they brought the migrants in to replace the black man. So what? If they did, black people, we tough. We get through anything and everything. We just got to step up our game. If not, you can always go to another country. There's always other opportunities in other places. The United States ain't the only place. Yes, this is one of the best countries you'll ever live in. Trust me, I'm a travel vlogger. I've been in some crazy places, but it's other places besides the United States. If you feel that adamant and you feel like we ain't getting the fair, because people talking about some stuff they offered us in slavery, they would have gave it to us by now. They should have gave it to us by now. The 40 acres in the mural and all that. So that's just how I feel about it, man. I hope I ain't fit nobody. I just try to keep it real, man. There's other opportunities out there. If you keep hearing the same thing over and over and over and over and over, it's other places to go, black people. Now back to the live. Let me read some of these comments. Chad C said, no, let me read. Felicia Brown said, I'm not sorry. I'm happy New York. I'm a happy New York people. Okay. Chad C said, do you really have to travel out of the US though? The US is big. Not everyone acts the same across the whole country. Yeah, you don't have to travel out. Just go somewhere, try something different. But I'm just saying, when you go to another country, it's some different culture. The people act different. It's different things that they do in different countries that you don't see in the U.S. 718 said, no, it's not about race. It's about resources. The resources being allocated is the same resources they said they don't have for us when we asked for stuff. We worked for it. Yeah, you work for it, but it's a smack in the face. 718. We've been working for this, man. We had. I mean, how many Malcolm X? How many more Martin Luther Kings have to die? Black people gave their life for the cause to make the country better for the black man. We got a black president, Barack Obama, and they were like, yo, he didn't do nothing for the black people. And he's black, he has black blood in him. So, I mean, at a point you got like, yo, should we check out some other options? If you feel adamant about it. If not, then you put the pressure on your government officials and keep trying that way. But I'm saying the world is bigger than just the US. You'll be surprised if you go outside of the US and try something different or check out something different. You'll be all right. Change is scary. Change is scary, man. To pick up your family and pick up your immediate family and go to Dominican Republic to live, or go to African country to live, or go to Thailand, or go to Colombia, or go to somewhere in Europe to live. But you're not stationary. You're not stationary, yo. You don't have to be stationary. Yeah, I grew up in Philly, man. People are like, oh, and Philly is a conscious place. Umar Johnson is from there. Philly is a real conscious place, man. So the people are aware of what's going on around them. But complaining about this, they not going to help. If they was going to help us, they would have helped us already. 30 years, I'll be dead. Like, you know what I mean? They would have helped us already. It's my whole life. I've been hearing people talk about this over and over and over and over and over. It's like beating a dead horse. Man, shout out to my boy Razor in the building. I saw you. I'm trying to find out where you at. Shout out to Razor in the building. Let's keep going. Let's see. Jerry said, phillydom, those are facts. If you are American, you have a better opportunity than any country. Save your money and leave if you don't like American policy. Yeah, if you don't like it, you leave. If you, we can give you a simple example. You grew up with your mom, grew up with mom and dad, grew up with your mom, grew up with your grandpa, whoever you grew up with. They got rules and regulations for their houses. Not saying they the right rules, not saying they the right regulations, not even saying it's fair. You can even be contributing to the household. Get your own place. Go somewhere different. Go somewhere different. A lot of stuff ain't been in favor of the black man in the United States. So we know this. The jail system proves this. This has been documented over and over. It's like beating a dead horse now. It's been documented over and over and over and over and over. It's other places to go. To check out, at least give yourself some options. Some people's like, do you have to leave the country? Go to another city. Go to another part of the country. If you from the East Coast, go to the Midwest. Go to the West Coast. It's places all over. Some beautiful places. Go to Nebraska. Go to Montana. It's other places to go. Go to Canada. But I feel like if they was going to help us, they was going to help us now, because this has been a continuous over and over and over. Now, is it fair? Heck no, it's not fair. I'm not going to say and tell you it's fair. Is it right? No, it's not right. But that's what it is. And I'm not giving into it. I just broaden my horizons that know that phillydom is bigger than just the United States. It's other places for you to go. Somewhere you'll fit in, somewhere you'll be comfortable with the people. Some places you'll get more love. The black man gets more love outside of the United States than they get in the United States. You don't believe me? Ask any military guy that travels, any military female that travels. See what they tell you. They go to many countries and they sit there for months and years. See what they tell you. Black military. See what they tell you. See what they tell you. Jerry said, phillydom, those are facts. If you are American and you have, you got to take our chance. Because complaining don't get it done, man. We've been complaining forever. Yeah, Razor says, salute. You're doing a great job, bro. I'm trying, man, champ. I'm trying, man. I'm in your city, man. Sean Stone said they have different beliefs outside the states. That's a beautiful difference. Yeah, they think different. They act different. I was in Brazil for a couple months, man. I was in Brazil for a good amount of time. And they think different. They act different. They're not as wealthy as we are in the States and different things like that. But the people are good people, man. They solid good people. They solid good people, man, in them countries, man. Yes, they have racism there. Racism is everywhere. You're not going to run from racism no matter where you go. It's going to be racism and classism no matter where you go in the world. So, but it's different in different countries. Like in a place like Brazil, like you'll experience racism as a black man, you'll experience it. But the second they know you're a black man from Europe or you're a black man from the States, they treat you different. It's like some kind of what you call it, like a black privilege, black American privilege, or a black European privilege, or a black Canadian privilege. They treat you a little different. A lot different once they know that you're a black person. So racism is going to be anywhere you go, but you got to go somewhere where you feel like you're comfortable with it. If it's still in the States, if you live in New York and you think if you go to North Carolina, you'll experience less racism, or the Midwest, power to you. You go to Texas, go to Tennessee, wherever. JP said Black Americans are very different kind of human in a good way, very talented. Yes, we are. We are. I'm just trying to, that's why I try to tell them, like, I try to keep it real with my black people, man. Let them know what's going on. Paul Little said, that's true, phillydom military. Ask the military. They know. They've been all over. Ask the black guys in the military and the black women in the U.S. military how they get treated in other countries. Ask them how they feel about racism in other countries. See what they tell you. They've been to a whole bunch of countries, so they can give you, like, it was racism here. These people were racist, but it was a cool place here. So back to the topic. This migrant situation it's a U.S. citizen problem. Anybody that pays taxes here is going to get affected by this. Pockets of places like New York and Boston, Massachusetts, and places like that, and Chicago, they're going to have to raise the taxes to pay these debts because like I said, New York is going to be at $12 billion. The mayor of New York said if goes on until 2026, and that's what they estimated to go on until, there'll be $12 billion in debt. Not $12 million in debt, $12 billion in debt, which is crazy, insanity. And it does look bad because you have American citizens here. May they be black, may they be white, whatever. They served in the U.S. military. They're not getting these type of benefits. They're not staying in nice hotels. You got homeless people here. Homeless people that work, pay taxes in this country, work their butt off in New York City and Chicago and places. A couple bad things happened and they couldn't pay their thing. They end up homeless on the street or whatever, or had to go try to go into the shelter system. And then you have somebody that just comes through the border and he gets all these different benefits and different things. And people try to focus like on the Venezuelans, but it's bigger than just the Venezuelans. You have the people from was it Ukraine? My prayers go out to the people of Ukraine. You know, they had the war and everything. They still have the war going on there. If I'm correct, the war is still going on in Ukraine. A whole bunch of Ukrainians came in here because of the war situation, which is a sad, sad situation. They gave them funding. They gave them a whole bunch of money. It's always happening. It's always happening. Alan said, everyone. Yeah, he said, peace, everyone. Take care. Cruz said, what are we going to do? This is scary. The best thing you can do is talk to your politicians, talk to your government officials, write a letter to the White House, email the White House. Somebody's going to change something, man. Something's going to change. Amy, what'd you say, man? Amy, what did you say? Then Jerry said, Felicia Brown, race talk is done. Big things to worry about like this crisis on migrants and homeless. Yeah. Paul said, little $12 billion. Yes, they said. That's what they said. He said your grandchildren will be paying off this debt. Yeah. That's what they said. And keep it real, said Trump in 2024. Yeah, it looked like a lot of people are gonna be voting red, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you guys, if you don't know who I am, the one and only phillydom. That's what I'm gonna say. This, man, I'm not always right, but I ain't gonna tell you no lies. I ain't always right. I ain't gonna tell you no. What I mean by that is I'm gonna speak my piece, my truth. You know what I mean? I'm not always right. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's 100% on everything. But I'm just telling you what I see. So I'm not always right, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not always right. But I ain't gonna tell you no lies. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough couple years for the U.S. so we figure this situation out. Chad C said, I always lived in the South. I didn't think I could do Cali. Lots of laughs. It's different for everybody. Like the West Coast is my favorite. I like the West Coast. I'm an East Coast boy, Philadelphia, Philly boy, like we say. But I love the West Coast. I'm out here in New York right now with my son. I don't have no problem with New York. I like New York. One of my favorite cities. It was like my first favorite city I loved growing up in Philly. I had cousins and aunts and them up here, and I used to come up here to visit them. And I fell in love with Brooklyn. Brooklyn is my spot, and I feel like I'm cheating on Brooklyn right now by living in Queens right now. That's how much love I got for New York City and Brooklyn. So I spent a lot of time up here, when I was a kid. So I got a lot of love for New York. I just like the West Coast. I'm one of them guys. I just like the West Coast, man. I don't know. Just everything is just chilled and relaxed. And I'm not talking. When I was in LA, it was like a little hustle and bustle, like New York, a little different vibe, but a lot of hustle and bustle, traffic, and everything. Every Hollywood, the people all like, ooh, I'm a celebrity and all that. But I found my peace when I went to San Diego, man. When I started staying down in San Diego, California, that's my favorite city in all the United States, man. Oliver 93 said, in class when I don't understand something, I think I will study and when I will go home, but then it changes. I don't know what you mean by that, man, but I'm listening. Chad C said, voting in a local or regional election are more important right now in those elections. Your vote does matter. Yeah, because now the people that wouldn't vote would never come out to vote. They definitely gonna vote in this one because they are, man, just the migrant situation alone. I mean, we have the Israeli and the Palestinian situation that came up. They still have the war with the Russians and the Ukraine still going on. It's a lot of stuff going on. But just this, because this U.S. citizen situation with the migrants, anybody that paid taxes, this will affect. Jerry said, not about Democrats or Republicans. Like Philly said, go to your congressmen and senators. Florida has an anti-migrant law now. Yeah, go to them and talk to them and put pressure on them. And they'll put pressure on the White House or whoever they have to put pressure on to see if something can get done. But right now, it's just going to be how is it going to be because this is the situation that we're dealing with. Sean Stone said, that's fine if it matters to you. I said, no, I don't ask anyone to follow my beliefs. I stick with no. Lots of laugh. No, Sean, I just gave my opinion. You don't have to follow mine. I'm just giving you my opinion. Because somebody asked me my opinion on the situation. That's why when you do news and YouTube and stuff, sometimes you don't want to give your opinion, but I just gave my opinion. Like I said, I'm not mad at the migrants. It's just we got to have better policies in place in the U.S. to offset these type of situations so they won't come up again. Sasha Shasamin said Chicago residents ain't playing. Yeah, Chicago ain't playing. Chicago is standing up like this. Chicago ain't playing, because they seeing what's going on in New York. They watching. They see what's going on in New York. They don't want that to happen to their city, man. And it's going. And right now, it's going that way. So they're gonna have to fight tooth and nail for it. Oh, Sean Stone said, "No, not you, love." Okay. And then, man, Blake said, "Okay." Cashme said they are unfilled. I hope St. Louis be that way. What is it? Keeping it real said San Diego is awful now. Philly, it is looking like San Francisco, homeless tents everywhere. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. That's my city, man. No, no, don't say that, man. Don't say that, man. I love that place, man. No, don't say that, man. Don't say that, man. Please don't say that, man. San Francisco is my city, man. Man, I'll cry, man. Don't say that, man. No, don't say that, man. I'm gonna call, ask some people down there. Oh, don't say that, man. What is it? Graffiti 03 said, "Did you know this is in your new New York Constitution from days when people were arriving into Ellis Islands? Yes, sir. Your sanctuary city was meant for back then, and now some many people coming in. So many people coming in now." Paul Little said, "Keep it real from upstate New York near Albany, New York." Then once again, guys, man, make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Let's get it up to 150 likes, man. We talking about a real important topic. Let's hit the like button. Dahl said, I saw it on YouTube. Those tent cities are popping up. Oh man, not San Diego, man. It's just a beautiful, wonderful place, man. I just love it. I like the people. I like the weather. It's just a chill, kickback place, man. I love San Diego, man. I'm gonna get out there as soon as I can. 718 said, "I want to give a shout out to all what are they moderators, Paul Little, yeah, and Jerry." 718 said, "I want to give a." Okay, I read that. And then Paul Little said, "Keep it real." Sean Stone said, you're doing good work, showing us what we can see in the streets. We need to vote for you. If anything, lots of laugh. For real though. Running for content creator of the streets of America. I'll sign that. That's what's up, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, because sometimes you don't need all that editing. You need this groundwork to let really show people the raw, real, what's really, really going on. Like I said, the news stations, they know, but some of them they can't show it how they want to show it. You know, they're getting a big paycheck. I understand. I overstand. We all understand that, man. This was a good live, man. Oh man, I got me hyped up. Because usually I try to, conceal my feelings on certain stuff, but y'all was asking about when it came to the black, the black, the black, the black, the black, the black. Because it's like once you are, how can I say this? Once you're like a black content creator and it's black issues, they always want you to be right on it. That's because you're black, you have to be a part of the issue. Like that's how, especially if you have a platform or some kind of you an actor or model or a football star or basketball star or wealthy businessman and you black, they always want you to like jump on the black issues. But I see what's going on, man. We never really got a fair shake here on a lot of issues. But we've been very successful in the United States. We've been very successful. Chad C says, "Seems like places like California are more worried about making everything electric instead of cleaning up." Well, they better start cleaning up, man, because don't tell me San Diego like that. That's why I want to go on a tour and hit some of these other cities with this migrant issue and just go around, hit these different cities and just see what's going on so you guys can see what's going on, man. But yeah, man, don't tell me that, man. Unbelievable. And the sad thing about this migrant situation is going to be around forever. And here in New York, if you're just watching, I know the facts in New York. I don't know how much it's costing other cities, but I do know now in New York City, it's costing $400 a day to take care of migrant family. It's also costing 10 million a day to take care of all the migrant families in New York City. And also monthly expenses are ranging 300 million. 300 million, which is crazy numbers, crazy numbers. 300 million New York is paying a month to take care, house, feed, clothes, whatever they're doing for the migrants, medical expenses, transportation, whatever they are giving them, they're paying 300 million. Not 3 million, 300 million, which is crazy. Keeping it real, said Chad, that is why you leave certain parts of the California when you live there. All cities in California are not sanctuary cities. Dawes said, "Yo, so why can't NYC give me a student loan forgiveness?" Lots of laugh. They're gonna want all that student money loan now after this. Only one matter: most black people in California and New York are struggling to find gainful employment. Yeah, they are, man. The blacks I know here in New York, man, right now, man, they working 2, 3 jobs. You gotta have like a regular job, a side hustle, this, that. Yo, it's crazy, man. Irene said, just hearing these numbers, this could bankrupt New York. Yeah, they saying that they might not have this situation under control until 2026. I'm not just saying this out of my mouth. You can Google this and see what the mayor of New York City said, Mayor Adams. See what he said. He said New York will be. This should continue. This if, on the path they're going. They will not have this under control till 2026. 2026. So you're talking about 2 years and 2 months, which is a long time. And they spend, like I said, 400 a day on a migrant, 400 a day on a migrant family. I'm gonna say these numbers again so you guys understand. 400 a day on a migrant family, $10 million a day on all the migrants in New York City. That's what they're spending. And for a month, to do everything they have to do for the migrant is costing them 300 million. Staggering numbers. These numbers are crazy numbers. And it comes out of you and me, the taxpayer. It comes out of our pocket. Dawes said, I'm black, and I know it's hard to get a job at NYC. Your resume has to be on point, and you got to go through multiple interviews. It seems like black people got to do extra to get piece of anything. I mean, that's how it's been with us, man. Being black, you have to do more than the regular. I'm a YouTube. I'm gonna give you an example. Give you a YouTube example. I'm a travel YouTuber, travel vlogger, YouTuber, travel YouTuber, whatever you want. I do YouTube, whatever you want to say. Somebody said it's not I. You got some guys that do YouTube. They just do a couple videos and they get a whole bunch of views. I have to do multiple videos. I do videos like almost every day. This is like a daily job. When people ask me about me doing YouTube, I tell them, like, this not even. Some people complain about, oh, I got a 9 to 5. This is a 24/7 job with YouTube. You got to go edit footage. You got to go out and record. You got to go do this. You got to do that. You got to get to the location. If you walk, if you Uber, if you bike, if you whatever, you got to get to the location. So it's a lot. And as a black YouTuber, I feel like I have to go the extra mile to get the views. I have to do more work. And you can check my body of work. I have over 3,000 videos. I've been doing YouTube videos since 2018, late 2018. And you can check my body of work. I have over 3,000 something videos. So the grind is real. The grind is real. I've did videos and worked a full-time job, like at one time. I was working in Alaska in the seafood industry. I did videos every day and I had a full-time job. So you just have to, like, I understand when you're saying about the New Yorkers and them doing have to do multiple interviews and have to do extra to get a good job in New York. I overstand. I'll overstand. That's been the plight of the black man in the States. You can't just be good. You got to be over good, no matter what you do. If you're a doctor, you got to be like the top doctor. If you're a nurse, you got to be like the top nurse. If you're an athlete, you know what I mean? You got to be like the top tier athlete. If whatever you do, if you're a businessman, you got to be the best business. If you're a lawyer, you got to be the best businessman. Martin Luther King said it best. He said something about if you a sweep, a street cleaner or something, you got to do it the best you can, and that's us. That's been the story my whole life as a black man in the United States. You got to be not good. You got to be past good. You got to be past great. You got to be amazing. Chad said Jerry Houston is a hot spot for them, and 50 to we say and 50 to a house. You don't have to make as much to pay the bills. Yeah, that's crazy why they busting them up here when they can go places like Houston. I don't know. Houston's a sanctuary city. Let me know. Jerry said exactly. They can have 600 a month, one bedroom, and will split that rent and are better off than Americans. Wow. Yeah, they work to get themselves situated before they break off. Only one matter. I tell black people up north to come move down south if they want to work. Yes, indeed. While Little said, Chad C, conditions of the hotels. Then Holmes said, it's only a few original YouTubers. Yes, indeed. I hear you on that, man. 44 said, when I lived in California, there were quite a few living in one house. When I moved from California, one house they owned a couple years later, dump illegals on the entire block. Wow. Because they work together. They work together. They work together. That's another reason, like, with blacks, I don't know why this thing turned into talking about black people today, but I'm black, so I'm talking about black people. We don't help each other. Like when we successful, like we don't help each other get successful. The migrants will surpass us. People like they people are saying, oh, they came here to replace us. They might replace us. Let me tell you why they might replace us. And black people don't want to hear this. They will help each other. The migrants will help each other. Just like the 44 just said. They will help each other. Blacks, we don't help each other. You get jealous if another African American is doing good, better than you. He got a nice car, he got a nice house, he doing good. You jealous. We don't help each other. Or if one black man gets successful, he funnels his way up and gets successful legally. We ain't talking about drugs and all other ways that you can make money illegally, but legally, they don't go back and pull up their other brothers and try to help them get wealthy. When one of these migrants that is coming here, if he gets successful, he'll go down and he'll help his other migrants and grab them by their hands and pull them up and pull them up and pull them up. Like my boy said, my boy Big Hawk said in one of my interviews, they help each other. They pull each other up. That's another thing. If we gonna complain as black people, because we do a lot of complaining, but we don't keep it real. We don't help each other. Other people help each other. Other ethnic groups help each other. The migrants that are coming here, if one of them make it and he can get successful, he's gonna pull and bring up other migrants. He's gonna help them. He's gonna funnel them through the way he came successful. He's gonna help them. Blacks, we don't do that. We are our worst enemy in the States. We're actually our worst enemy, but we rather focus on the racism part of it than focus on that we are our own enemy in the States. Black people, we are our own enemy in the States. We don't help each other. Blacks don't help each other. We the only race of people in the States that don't really help each other. The Latins help each other. The whites help each other. The Asians help each other. The snowman, whoever. They all help each other. We don't help each other. We get jealous when another guy does good. He's successful. We get jealous. We don't help each other. But people don't want to. Blacks always want to hide behind the race card. We don't even help each other. We don't even help each other. This is big facts. This ain't little facts. This is big facts. We don't help each other. We don't help each other, but we hide around the race car like, oh, they supposed to give us reparation and So we don't even help each other in the States. Yeah, the migrants might replace us because they're gonna help each other. They're gonna keep pulling each other up. They're gonna keep helping each other. One gonna get successful, one gonna get a good job. He's gonna plug his boys in, he's gonna plug other families in, he's gonna help each other. A black person get a good job, they ain't gonna tell nobody. They could be making $200,000 a year doing whatever, and they're not going to tell people how they got their job. They're not going to try to help each other. And this is real talk. I don't even know why I'm saying it. I just feel like it's the right thing to tell you guys. Alicia Brown said it was done to us on purpose. They did it to keep us separated or apart. But that's true. We don't help each other. That's the problem. They talking about they come in here. This is the great replacement. Yeah, they're gonna replace. It's easy to replace the black man. We don't help each other. It's real easy to replace the black man. We don't help each other. Anybody can come in and infiltrate us. We don't help each other. The migrants is coming here. They're gonna help each other. The Venezuelans are gonna help each other. They're gonna keep pulling each other up. We don't help each other. And then we want to hide behind a race card. We don't help each other. X said, you're Haitian. Yeah, I'm Haitian, but I'm talking about, when I talk about this, I'm talking about the African American, brains, money, and power. That's what I call African Americans, brain, money, and power. We don't help each other. We singly successfully get successful, but we don't help a bunch of us. We don't help a bunch of each other. We don't help each other. It's big facts. We don't help each other. XX says, Botswana. Oh, bonsoir, bonsoir. I'm looking at something else. Bonsoir. Sac passe, como ye, sac fait. I don't know why I'm saying it today, but I mean, it's like preaching to the choir. I know y'all people know what's going on. Everybody know what's going on. Golden said, we're not African Americans. Africans, whatever you want to call yourself. If you was born on American soil, you can be African, whatever. You can be Africans that's separated from the diaspora, whatever you want to call yourself. The black people in the United States don't help each other. That's what I'm saying. Now you have groups that help each other. The Nigerians will help each other. The Kenyans will help each other. The Africans will help each other. They'll help each other. The black Africans from Africa will help each other. That were born in Africa, that come here, they will help each other. But the blacks born on American soil, we don't help each other. That's big facts. We don't help each other. We're more into jealousy than anything. That's big facts. 89% African channel said this is the very thing that will push blacks to help each other. Yes, indeed, 89%. I agree with you on that. Golden said, but we don't help each other. Yeah, we don't help each other. I mean, I got blacks now telling me like, oh, this is the great replacement. They here to replace us. It's easy. We don't help each other. Anybody can step over the black man in the U.S. We don't help each other. Keeping it real said we help each other in some, but not as much as we should. Come on, man. You know this. We don't help each other. We can help out a lot more. Other races are blood in, blood out, helping each other. I help all the young people with jobs in my business. I mean, keeping it real, I'm not talking about all of us. It's always going to be some African Americans or Africans that were born in the States that are blood in, blood out, help people. But as a people, we don't help each other. Overall, majority of us, it's always going to be good apples, not spoiled apples, but good apples in the bunch that bust their tail for their people. And it's a lot of successful black people in the U.S. Everybody knows this. But as a collective group, we don't help each other all the way. As a collective group, I help to get occupations and stuff. I believe you. And it's people in the States that do. But I'm talking about the majority of us. Charles said we are autonomous design, connected by phones, but no real community. I hear you. Or it has to be something real drastic, like a black man has to get choked out or killed or something like that, or shot for us to come together, when we should be coming together in our communities just to help people go to college, go to the military, go get a good job, go get a trade, whatever. DT said you are 100% right. Black men don't help each other. Keith said, Lisa Brown said, not all true. No, some help, but we don't help each other like we should. Hold on, I got a message. Let me check something. Let me see. Hold on. I'm still here with you guys. I'm just listening to the message. Uh, Let me correct what I'm saying because people are getting offended. I'm getting calls and stuff, and people are getting offended. Some of us try, some of us help, but we don't help as much as we should help each other. That's 100% facts. Sometimes, sometimes, sometimes you don't have to judge yourself. You can be judged by other people, other racist people, and see what they say. But obviously, it's some people that help. Not all of us. Come on, everything is not 100%. Everything is not 100%. Everybody knows this. So if anybody got offended out there because I'm getting messages and stuff, everything is not 100%. We all don't help each other like we should. Some help. Some black people help, but we can help a lot more as a whole. Obviously, you have good black people throughout the country to help, but as a whole, we can help each other more. So if I offended anybody, because I got phone calls and stuff now, people are getting offended, and it's not like that. We just don't help each other as much as I think we should. Compared, if you compare us to what other people do in other races, how they help each other in the states. That's all I'm saying. So I have to stand down because I didn't mean to offend anybody. Because it's not everybody. It's not everybody, but a lot of us don't help like we should. Keeping it real said it's also helped a lot of other kids as well. Even okay, delinquents. Everyone is good now. Yeah. Golden said no. We speak in facts in the chat. No, I gotta stand down because some people getting offended. I'll take some of the phone calls, explain it to them in detail. But I'm saying as collective bunch, as black people, we don't help each other as a collective bunch, not everybody. He said, okay, Felicia Brown said, anyone co-signing who is not black really don't understand about black people. Felicia Brown, I think how could I do this? I'll do another live and I could probably have you and some other people that are moderators come on the live. I'll do like a stream yard live, and then you guys can voice your opinion and let me know how you guys feel regarding the situation. Flatbush, Brooklyn, Democrats played us all. Except Flatbush, Brooklyn, Democrats played us all. Oh man. And then keeping it real said, remember James Brown used to say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Yep, he did say that. Lisa Brown said, Jerry, you're not black. But we'll set that up, man, so we can because this is good dialogue, man. Wow. This is good dialogue. And Golden said black said play. Oh man. But I'm getting ready to get off, guys. I've been on here for a while. Jason Felicia Brown, you sure? And then Paul Little said, Philly Dom, nothing is true. Nothing is 100% true. Yeah. Amy said, Philly Dom, stop this. Stop this, moderator. Flatbush, Brooklyn said, Golden, facts. Jennifer Victor said, okay, people that not attack each other on here. The world is divided enough. Yes, indeed. I'm going to. That's it for now, guys. Man, we're just talking about the migrants and the stuff situation in New York, and we went somewhere else and we talked about some other stuff today. But everything needed to be addressed. So it's a touchy subject. So we'll definitely do another live, and I think it's fair to have some people on the panel. We'll do it on like I said, a StreamYard live, and have some people on the panel that can voice their opinion as well. He said, keep it real. I'll be safe out there. Philly, stay safe out there. Yes, indeed. Those streets are hard. Yeah, they hardcore, man. But that's it for now, guys. You rocking out with the one and only Philly Dom. and more videos to come. I got love for you all. We always can agree to disagree on some stuff, but we all family. Golden said he trying to move to Belize. Belize is a good country, man. You should go there, man. Check it out. Beautiful place, man. You'll love it. Talk to you guys later. See you guys in the next video.